Hello everyone and welcome to Going Through Obi-Wan Kenobi. My name is Triple S and in this video I'll be talking about the first episode of the first season. I'll be going through what I like and dislike about the episode, how it compares to and fits with other Star Wars media that I am knowledgeable of, and also bring up anything I find interesting or noteworthy enough to mention. There might be spoilers for future episodes and other Star Wars media as well, so you've been warned. And don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that bell and follow me on Twitter at @SSS_YouTube to be notified of when I release new videos going forward. With all that said, let's begin. Number 1. So, the episode starts with a jumble of shots of the prequel trilogy that acts as a sort of recap of what happened, and I wouldn't mind it if it didn't look like something a fan put together and then uploaded to YouTube. Like, even the music playing over it is very generic trailer music. Why not have music that's recognisably Star Wars? Number 2. So just because in Attack of the Clones we saw younglings wearing these helmets to block their vision, it's now mandatory for all younglings to wear them, even when they don't need to lower the part that blocks their vision. Number 3. These clone troopers should actually be called stormtroopers with how terrible their aim is. I mean, this Jedi, called Minus Velti, was caught off guard, standing still, out in the open, without their lightsaber out, and both these clone troopers still somehow managed to miss, despite being this close to her.
How embarrassing.
Number 4. I mean, sure it's neat she used the Force to knock away the aim with the clones, but couldn't she have just pulled the blasters out of their hands? Number 5. So it turns out there is an absolute war going on inside the Jedi Temple that somehow Velti and the younglings did not hear at all. Maybe because they were doing meditation stuff, the room they were in was completely soundproof? Like there's some kind of shielding around the room that blocks sound? I don't know. Number 6. Okay, so this part confused me. As Velti is getting the younglings out of the room, there's a Jedi behind them getting shot by 2 clone troopers. Clone left shoots at Velti and misses as Clone right shoots the Jedi on the ground. Clone left fires at Velti and misses again, and then his third very wide shot she deflects down the corridor, even though she didn't need to deflect it because it was going to miss anyway, and she didn't even aim the deflection at anyone. Then there are sparks behind her, and Clone left fires at her again, which she deflects into Clone right, only for us to then see both Clone left and right falling to the ground dead. So how did Clone left even die? Were those sparks behind Velti him getting shot for some reason, but then he fired off one last blast which he deflected into Clone right? I don't know. If anyone can make this scene make sense, let me know in the comments please. Number 7. Also, as I was going frame by frame in this part, I'm pretty sure I spotted the downed Jedi holding the stick tube thing, which is meant to be a stand-in for the lightsaber. Number 8. So it appears the clones have even now caught the run towards the person I'm shooting at even though I have a ranged weapon disease that's been spreading through action movies for a while now. Number 9. Alright, who opened the Lament configuration and summoned Pinhead, Butterball and the female Cenobite? Number 10. Dude, couldn't you have just tried to be a bit more subtle? Hands under the table or behind your back or something? Number 11. Okay, so the Grand Inquisitor uses the Force to stop Reva's blade, but is he also holding the Jedi in place? Why doesn't he just move to the right to stop his arm from being burned? Number 12, about 13 minutes into the show, called Obi-Wan Kenobi, and we finally get to see him, yay! Number 13, I don't think Obi-Wan's actually allowed to do this. Like, this asshole definitely would have said something about him stealing meat, but he doesn't even try to do it without being noticed. Number 14, I like to think instead of this being just a sensor from an R2 unit, Obi-Wan just has an entire droid buried under the sand right there. Number 15, all the effort that went into Rey making food in Force Awakens a practical effect, and here they just use CGI.
How embarrassing.
Number 16, I did enjoy Obi-Wan's interaction with Tika the Jawa, especially when Tika says cleaning the stolen processor board costs extra. Number 17, so yeah, some of the scenes Obi-Wan dreams about he never actually witnessed, so is this like some kind of a Force vision dream or something? Number 18, the Larses have a portal cube. I repeat, the Larses have a portal cube. Portal 3 set in the Star Wars universe confirmed. Number 19. Hey, do you remember the 2D Clone Wars series?
I remember.
Number 20.
The time of the Jedi is over.
The time of the Orc has come.
Also, hearing this line gave me Luke from The Last Jedi vibes, and that is not good. Number 21. You know, it never actually occurred to me to wonder why Leia is a princess when Bail isn't a king, he's just a senator, but turns out she's a princess because Abriha is the queen of the entire planet. Number 22. Hey, do you remember the film Batteries Not Included?
I remember.
Number 23, Princess Leia, more like Princess Merida. Seriously, go watch Brave, then watch this. The similarities between Leia and Merida are as clear as Kyber Crystal. Number 24, like he trained his father? What, don't you want Luke to be amazing with both a lightsaber and the Force? Oh, you mean like spiritually train him to not turn into a murderer? yeah, it's more the collective Jedi's fault and a concern to the dark side rather than just solely Obi-Wan's. Number 25, it ain't Star Wars if body parts aren't being chopped off. Number 26, what a coincidence that she singles out Owen to intimidate and threaten to kill. It's almost as if she needs to know who he is for later. Number 27,
Be careful, third sister. You go too far.
Maybe you don't go far enough.
10 out of 10 award-winning dialogue right there. Number 28, oh hey, would you look at that, it's C-3PO doing his translating job. Good old goldenrod with his silver leg. Number 29, Leia is incredibly articulate for a 10-year-old. The school system on Alderaan must be amazing. I mean, Bail even says in a few years she'll be off to university. Number 30, so Bail and Breha adopted Leia and changed her last name from Skywalker to Organa, presumably to help in keeping her true parentage a secret. But then why didn't Owen and Beru change Luke's last name from Skywalker to Lars for the same reason? If Skywalker was like a really common name in the Star Wars universe, that could maybe be a defense against changing it, but we never meet any other family with the surname Skywalker. In fact, everyone's first and last names seem to be unique only to their families in this universe, like people making a username only to find it's been taken, so they have to do variations of it. Oh damn it, Luke Skywalker's already been taken. I know, how about Dirk Starkiller? Number 31, if Leia is always constantly running off, why don't you have her watched by guards 24/7 to stop her from escaping? Or why not do a compromise and let her wander off into the woods, but only if she's accompanied? Number 32, why did we get a more in-your-face shot for C-3PO's cameo, but for R2-D2 it's very blink and you miss it? I call racism against R2 units. Number 33, oh my god, this chase scene. Not only does a 10-year-old manage to be faster than 2 adults, but apparently the adults also have 0 strength to break through branches, plus they're as clumsy as Bella in Twilight, tripping over nothing. I think there shouldn't have been a chase, and after Flea says, for you, a bag is just immediately put over Leia's head. Number 34, Breha, you are the queen of an entire planet. Surely you can get someone else other than Obi-Wan to rescue Leia. Obi-Wan even gives you alternatives, but never mind your guard, send your entire planet's army. Don't just hire one bounty hunter, hire 1,000. And Bail, why don't you go tell the Senate your daughter's been kidnapped? If there's anyone in it who looked into you adopting Leia to try and find some blackmail or political advantage, I think they would have found it in the last 10 years. I mean, I know you don't let Leia go off-world, but her existence isn't a secret. You have her meeting a lot of people, and since the Clone Wars made tons of orphans, it shouldn't be odd that you've adopted one of them. And actually, you should make Leia being kidnapped public, so that if Obi-Wan, a Jedi, an enemy of the Empire, is discovered trying to rescue her, you could at least deny you hired him and say he must have heard about her being kidnapped from the HoloNet news channel. In the end, I just find Bail and Breha's excuses for why it can only be Obi-Wan who can rescue Leia very weak and not properly thought out. Number 35. Oh, come on, it's not like we haven't seen people hanged in Disney stuff before. What about the entire opening of the third Pirates of the Caribbean film? You could have done what they did in that and just shown the dangling legs or something, because with how Nari is hanging, it looks like more like his parachute just got tangled. Number 36. You know, after this episode came out, I actually saw articles had been written to explain why there were 2 lightsabers in this box, as if people had forgotten both the ending of Revenge of the Sith and the start of A New Hope. Number 37. So the only reason Leia's been kidnapped is because Bail and Obi-Wan knew each other during the Clone Wars. You know, Reva, I think Bail knew a lot more people, Jedi and non-Jedi, during that time, so I don't understand why you think Obi-Wan specifically will show up. Do you somehow know, or at least suspect, Bail and Obi-Wan can contact each other? And like, what if instead of keeping in contact with Obi-Wan, Bail actually kept in contact with Yoda, and he showed up to rescue Leia? Or what if Bail and Breha actually have brains and sent their planet's army, or 1,000 bounty hunters? And number 38, was there a reason, Obi-Wan, that you needed to put whatever it was that was in your hand into specifically the one pocket that meant you had to flash your lightsaber to everyone? I mean, seriously, are all your other pockets full or something? So, those were all my thoughts on the first episode of the first season of Obi-Wan Kenobi. If you think I missed anything important or interesting, put it in a comment below, along with your own thoughts on the episode. My most liked part of the episode goes to the conversation between Obi-Wan and Tika spin-off show when, and my most disliked part of the episode goes to the weak excuses Bail and Breha give for why Obi-Wan is the only one able to go and rescue Leia. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any advice on what I could do better for the next video, please leave it in a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that bell, and follow me on Twitter at @SS_YouTube to be notified of when I release new videos going forward. Thank you again for watching, and I shall see you all next time. Goodbye.